we've got her dressed up like a patient, and I'm obviously wearing scrubs. The great thing with sunbathing is you don't actually have to do that. She could just go in her skirt and just get in, because you don't have anything of the you know, any blood or anything around, so she could just come in normal clothes. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to position the bed straight away. So what we need to do is the end of the machine here should be more or less at where the vein is. So we're just going to bring Siobhan right up next to, keep those wires out of the way, that's the tubes. We're just going to bring it right up this area here, sorry. Just bumping things around all over the place. And what we're going to do, Siobhan, can I move you right over to right onto the machine? Now the ultrasound machine here, the sonography machine rather, we get the patient very, very close, because the shorter the distance between the robot arm, the more manoeuvrability you've got. Thank you very much. Have we got some meat or tape? Thank you. Yes, thanks. So we're just going to position, so we're just going to pull that up and out of the way, alright? So, just so we don't get a gel all over you, alright? So Siobhan here is looking absolutely terrified. Siobhan is not clinical, so we will take it very gently. You're right there. Oh, right, that's all right then. That's no problem at all. Right, there we are. And just keep that all decent just there. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Lovely. So what we're going to do here, can I just wiggle you slightly more over towards the machine? Because I really like you nice and close. That's good. And then we're just going to move this leg outwards a little bit so that we've got access to the GSB. We're going to put the that leg over there, this leg up here, thanks very much, that underneath. So we're just going to get this nicely aligned to where we want to have this kit nice and stable. And what we're going to do, this is one of these deflatable cushions. We used to have a pump. Can you still hear me up there?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
So I wonder if I think this is just there we go. So we used to have one of these like bicycle pumps, but it was too much effort. So we just now got this nice little one, a nice little automatic pump that charges with a USB. And George, can you just hold it like that? That's lovely, thank you. And you can see it takes all the air out and it holds it rigid. Release it, and there we are. Thank you. So that just holds Siobhan's leg in a vice, and then we're just going to pull a bit further up to just about here. We're in position now, and so we're going to do great venous vein diameter towards 6 millimeters, 6 millimeter diameter. It's on her right side. It's not a recurrence, and with my expert drawing, I'm just going to draw where it is there. Brilliant. Go to the next step. Now, I'm just going to move to the side because Jenna here is so much better than me at ultrasound. So she's going to show us first of all the positioning with the hand probe. Do you want gloves as well? Just put some gloves on. So one of the lovely things about the HD is that you don't have to change the probe settings. You can do the diagnostic with a hand probe without having to put it in and out. The first Sonovane that we had, and I think it's Sonovane S, you had one port and you had to change the VTU or the probe. But this one is software different, so you can do the scan.
Can I move head down a little bit, please? That's straight.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So she can do her scan there, and she can do the scan on the software, and this is where you can take your images. So if you want to take any nice images pre-operatively, you want to do colour flow or anything at all, freeze it, you can save it to the patient record. And of course, it's also anything, you've got colour flow there, and you can also do post-operative images as well. So you can keep a full record that's all saved, and you can print off as a PDF, but also keep it electronically. Right, when we're happy with where we are there, we can then do the positioning. So we're going to go to the positioning now. Did you want local anaesthetic? Oh, you do. So okay, we're going to do local. Actually, go back to the handout. I'm just going to inject a little bit of local anaesthetic. This is degassed already. So okay, let's just get some blood there. So I'm just going to do a little bit of local anaesthetic around the GSV on the adventition before we do anything else. We should have some headphones or something for you, shouldn't we? We should have some headphones for you, so you'll have your usual heavy metal going. So we're only going to use a little orange needle, which is tiny compared to even blood tests. GSV middle there, yeah. And a little pinprick just coming in, Siobhan.
Yep.
And we can just see the tip of the needle
Jenna,
there.
just bring head down a little bit, Jenna, please. Yeah, just so we can see it now on the screen.
So as you can see, I'm trying not to put too much around it, and just letting it infiltrate along the adventitia a little bit there. Okay, and then we're going to come down the vein a tiny bit. Thank you. And normally in real life, I usually do this about a quarter of an hour before, so that it's all absorbed with the local anaesthetics taken onto effect. So starting at the top of the vein, I'm hoping that by the time we come to the starting to treat, so it'll look more or less like that. So hopefully the more the local anaesthetic is just absorbed, the better. I think this is 1%, isn't it, George? 1% without any adrenaline, of course. And so this should be to give hopefully little enough that we can still see the vein without it looking like a tumescence type picture. Obviously the vein goes into a little bit of spasm, but I don't want too much of the fluid. I don't want to crush the lumen. I want to still be able to see the lumen, so that when we're doing the treatment, we can see that we're actually crushing the lumen with the pressure of the balloon. Right, that's just one syringe there. So that's probably, hopefully all we're going to need. It's gone into a bit of spasm at the top there. Do you want to do the positioning, shall I? Yeah, if you have to. So what we're going to do, Jenna's just going to now do this positioning, and we use this special gel. We don't use the normal liquid gel that you see, the clear one, because when you're putting power through it, you can get bubbles forming in it. So we have this special gel, It's much more creamy. It doesn't allow Beverly bubbles, so it'll stop the ultrasound. Jenna's just going to find the GSV then with the VTU. And then she's, as Gwilym showed you before, she's then going to go into the longitudinal section when we lock it, so we can see we're along the vein. Yeah, beautiful. So we're not going to fully lock it for the moment. So we're just going to put the laser on. That's lovely. So we've got to actually, so let me just slide in for a second. So we're just, at the moment the transducer is pushing forward into the, right up here, so the skin is going right up onto the, so there's the GSV there. All the way up. I've put a little too much in it, so it's put it in spasm. So I'm just going to come to here. I'll do that there. Okay. So we haven't quite got where we're going to. So I'm just going to go into longitudinal view now. And in longitudinal view, we get the lovely thing that Gwilym was saying in the talk earlier, where we can see the vein coming along here, and then we're going to try and see where it dives deep into. So there we can see it just at that point there. It's just not quite. So there's the GSV there, and I've just put too much juice that one. So that's going to be our upper point there. So we can go back to transverse now. And then we're going to lock it. And then, thank you. So we're now away from the skin. There's enough gap at the top. And we're going to go to 0.5 seconds as well. So let's go back over to Gemma now. So Jenna's going to just have a look around and make sure she's happy with where the actual vein is now. And then we can put some pressure on it when she's happy that she's got it. Do you have that? So if you just point with your finger. So is everyone happy there with the colour flow? We can see the little flow there. And it looks like the vein, that looks like it's just anterior to the vein, doesn't it? That's it. And if you want to, just at this point, you can go up and down and just, we can just go up and down the vein like that to see that we're following it along and get our eye in. Happy with that? Then we can put a little bit of pressure on. And if it's too much pressure, we can push the pressure button here and we can just decrease the pressure a little bit. So it doesn't push too much. And then when the lumens are closed and Jenna's happy, just going to go to the fire now. So nice and still, nice and still, Siobhan. So patient move just a little bit then. Lovely. So if we just do the review of that there, can you see this one over here? Can you see the screen? Can you just move out of the way? So the screen, see the screen on the left? Sorry, Jen. So just to show, this is a nice thing called review. So you can see that's before, after, and what we said before upstairs is not only that's before, look how you've got the contraction of the tissue as well as the bubbles. So before and after. Obviously it's more difficult when you're up there, but when you're close you can see a really nice contraction, especially if you just do the two from there to there. You can see it in real life as she's doing it, but it also gives you the opportunity to see that as we're going along. So I'll keep out of Jenna's way now while she so it's a 6 millimeter vein, so I'm going to give 3 shots per slice. And again, beautiful contraction there. And we've got HEM as well. Beautiful contraction contraction in, now we can come down, and so, ooh. You're meant to use a pen. We've got a magic pen here, but we tend to use our fingers when we're actually doing it, which is, we'll probably be told off for later. Okay, alright. There you are. So Siobhan's just said she's not feeling a thing. Well, lots of jokes have got that as a punchline, but we just can't tell those. Excellent, there we are. So this is now getting down to the first centimetre. It's going to be beautiful contraction again. You can see how the tissue all contracts. See the bubbles all contracting, the HEM. Again, it's lovely.